CreepyPastaCraft. Yeah. So CreepyPastaCraft at first glance just another horror mod. It adds a bunch of items and some strange mobs. And so let's start with the items. There are 3 knives, pasta, a dipper, Stefano, and a computer. Okay, the knives are simple, but you pick up the hilt of a blacksmith. Sorry if it's not right. The wall screen goes dark and you get the wizard effect. It's not fun. Stefano is pretty cool. Right click and you can throw him and he makes a little explosion. The pasta is just food. Nothing special, just pasta. The dipper works like armor. Right click it and boom, you are wearing it like pants. Computer. Or the computer. Honestly, I have no clue what it does. The description doesn't explain either, so let's just move on. There are also some blocks, but nothing too crazy. Now let's talk mobs. You can spawn them with eggs or with some kind of cards. I will show you the mobs first, and then how happy they are to see me. Most of them are easy to kill, except for this creepy white shields. Okay. He is super fast and he one-shots you without armor. Even in diamond armor, he only needs 2 hits. On the other hand, PewDiePie and Cryotic are peaceful mobs, so no worries there. That is basically it for the mobs. Config files. Boom. Yeah. Now, now, if you like messing with configs, you can tweak a few things here. Enable it true, that just means the mod is turned on. This sets how many chunks mobs can spawn in. Default is 25, a 5 on 5 area. You can increase it, but too much will cause lag. Another setting limits how many chunks can be active overall. By default is 200, which is fine. Don't set it to 0 though, that disable it to wild thing. There's also a value for how many chunks a player can keep loaded. Lower it if you don't use machines. Raise it if you do. One setting controls how fast chunks unload when you leave them. Default is instant. If you raise it, chunks loading will be smoother, but it will eat more. This. Probably it's RAM, I don't know, just sorry. And then there are a couple of technical options. You really don't need to touch, they mostly deal with sizing chunks and preventing bugs. Basically, don't mess with most of this unless you know what you're doing. And just so you know, none of this setting make mobs faster. Make mobs spawn faster. They only affect the size of the area where they can spawn. There's also this, which is mostly about graphics and bug fixes, but a few things are about mobs. For example, this chance of a zombie boss summoning zombies. And this is a chance of spawning a baby zombie. The rest better leave untouched. My test. I tested it myself. I waited for an hour to see mobs from the mod spawn naturally. To make sure config worked, I changed the baby zombie spawn rate. That did work. So either you need to a lot of patterns, or I was just doing something wrong. So okay, that's basically it. If I missed something, let me know in the comments, and also tell me which mod I should cover next. That's all for now. See you next time.